Hi, I'm Jerry Weber. Welcome to Jerry's Records.
No, I'd be naked.
Hi, from all the guys and gals at Jerry's Records.
Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hey. That's all. It's gonna be. That's fun. This is my man Isaac Hayes, otherwise known as Black Moses. He watches over our jazz and soul section for us. Good enough. Stop. Here at Jerry's Records, we've been selling fine used records for 33 1/3 years. It's a nice number. It's basically a family and friends work for me. It's a family and friends business, and we do hardly any advertising whatsoever except for an ad in the Yellow Pages. However, we do have a website, and the website is www.jerrysrecords.com. The reason that I can run a business that sells only vinyl in this technological age is I love all types of music, many of which are not available on CDs or even downloads or nothing like that. Also, the skill, one of my best skills is I have almost photographic memory for album covers and record labels. I can't remember anything else, but I certainly remember records once I see them. So I know what I don't have, and that comes in handy when you're running a business like this. Let's take a little tour of Jerry's Records to show you what we do. First, we'll go through the rock section, where we have everybody represented under the sun. Everybody from ABBA to ZZ Top is in our rock section, including those great rock artists, Frankie Miller and Steve Miller. Of course, we also have a large oldies and blues and rhythm and blues and Zydeco section, including that famous blues man Chuck Miller. We also have many thousands of soul and funk and dance and disco albums, and one of our largest collections is jazz and big bands and stuff like that, including the fabulous Eddie Miller on saxophone and one of the greatest that ever lived, Glenn Miller and his orchestra. We have a large selection of vocal, male and female and vocal groups, almost everyone under the sun, and including one of the greatest female vocals of all time, the wonderful Mrs. Miller. Who could forget Mrs. Miller? And the prolific and ubiquitous Mitch Miller.
Oh.
Sing along with Mitch. I did it many times when I was growing up. We probably have the largest collection of country and western, country gospel, and bluegrass, etc., that I've ever seen in the United States, including the wonderful Ned Miller from A Jack to a King, Jody Miller, Home of the Brave, and who could forget Roger Miller, the King of the Road. At Jerry's, we're one of the few stores in the world that carries a comprehensive selection of classical and opera records. Most people don't have the time or the space to carry classical records because they don't run out the door like rock and roll. Here at Jerry's, we haven't forgotten the people who like the little records with the holes, big hole in the middle, 45s. At Jerry's, we have over 700,000 45s in perfect alphabetical order. And this is the man right here, Chris Cardaz, who he's a magician that makes it all happen. He puts them all in order, and we couldn't do without him. Also, for the folks who like their records very old and antique and nostalgic, we have a store within a store where we sell 78 records. There's over 20,000 of them here, and the store is called Whistle and Willie's 78s, and it's run by my son Willie Weber, who also helps me run the store, and Willie's the future of the store. And go ahead. 78s go round very, very fast. Okay, good. Well, that's about it for your tour of Jerry's Records. Like I said, we've been here 33 1/3 years, and the people we like the most are the people who truly love music of all kinds. Some of the greatest feelings we get is finding an older, obscure, and unusual record that people request, and when we put it in their hands, seeing the joy that they express when they actually get it. The smartest thing I probably ever did was to sell the CD portion of my store in 1993, because I never really liked CDs, and vinyl's my true love, and because I did that, only sell vinyl, one of the few stores in the whole world that sells only vinyl. That's what makes this place kind of special. And as far as common sense goes, it's common sense. If you put out a never-ending stream of records at a fair price, people will come and visit you from wherever they are because you're one of the only ones that's really doing it anymore. So thank you and goodbye.